Hello and welcome to the final Top Tip Tuesday for term number 1. I know we just got this party started a couple of weeks ago, but basically it'll just be during school terms that I run Top Tips for you. So I've got 2 weeks off for school holidays, which is exciting, and then I'll be back with a whole heap of tips for term 2. But I'm excited to share today's top tip with you. I want to be talking about the 30K content plan. And if you are tuning in live, you have a comments box below, which is your normal comments thing. Ask questions, give me a hello, let me know you're here, because I love it when these Top Tip Tuesdays kind of become a bit of a two-way conversation. So I see we've got quite a few people tuned in watching live. Hello and thank you for being here. My question to you is, how good are you at setting sales targets? Hello, Teresa. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hola. Teresa is a iridologist and does an amazing business where she helps women heal themselves by working out what's going on in your eyes and then fasting and cleansing. Hello, Nicola. It's great to have you here as well. Now, Nicola, I know that you're interested in the content retreat. So this is going to be a really good video for you to watch, because I'm going to share with you all what it is we do with our students behind the scenes to help them make 30K in 3 to 6 months. It's what we call the 30K content plan. And I want to teach you how you can do it from home if you can't afford to come along and join us at the content retreat. We've got Marty tuning in as well, and she's shared a link there where you can click and it will just allow Ecamm to let me see who you are and show your picture up there. So thanks for being here live. I'll remember, I miss you too, Teresa. You've got to come in and say hello sometime. I'll remember to check the chat for comments as well. So the 30K content plan, for those of you that are live, I want you to answer honestly in the chat below. Are you good at setting clear sales targets in your business? Meaning every time a new month comes around, do you get really clear on what your target is for revenue and what you need to sell to achieve that? I want you to type a yes or a no in the chat below. And it'll be interesting to see what your answers are. If you are like most of the women in our community, the answer's going to be no. I have noticed after over 20 years of coaching women to build better businesses, look at that, we've got some no's. I could predict it. No, I'm not. I can tell you this is an area that a lot of women fall down in. They just kind of get busy trying to grow their business, but they're not laser focused on a clear target. And this is something we do. Everything we do at the 7 Effect is built around things that our competitors just won't do, because people don't like to guarantee success. People don't like to get committed to actual results. Whereas at the 7 Effect, I believe that is our unique selling proposition. So based on last year's content creation retreat, we looked at what worked and what didn't. It was the first time we ever ran it. And this year, we are running it again at an introductory price. And we are saying to all of our students, we want to work with you closely to ensure that you make $30,000 as a direct result of being there. And I'm going to show you how we do that. And we want to guarantee that to our clients, which means to come along, you need a high value offer and something that we can easily make 30K from. So here's how it works. Basically, step 1 is you need to know what you are selling. And in fact, I'm going to share my iPad with you and I will bring up a planning sheet. Oh my God, Teresa said. So I'll bring up a planning sheet. Now, Teresa, you have all of the pieces of the puzzle to do this. And the reason we decided 30K would be a great target is because as a direct result of last year's content creation retreat, Mary Palarek launched a brand new high-value offer, which was called her Rise Academy program, and she made over $35,000 in direct sales and then has gone on to make much more than that post-retreat. But direct sales from the leads she generated at retreat equated to over $30,000. Cherie, owner of TP Lane, has had her best year in business ever. Cherie also, on day one of launching her bot funnel, which is a strategy we do at retreat, got over 150 leads in the very first day. So here's the steps, my friends. Whether you're coming to retreat or not, this is what I want you to understand. First and foremost, in your business, you need to have sales goals. So when people come to retreat, they say, yes, Jodes, I'm coming along. What we do now is we have a 2-hour strategy session with each individual. We only take 9 women at a time. And the first thing I ask them is, what is your sales goals? And so I'm going to use, who shall I use as an example? I've had 4 sessions so far. Let's use Deborah Regari, because I haven't talked about her on Top Tip Tuesdays yet. So Deb runs a business called the House of Healing. She's a naturopath. She's been in business for well over 30 years. She's incredibly successful. She's a graduate of the Freedom Academy from last year. She managed to grow her business where she hit level 7 in profit. We were tracking profit for Deb, which was phenomenally fabulous. And basically, when I caught up with Deb, I said, what are your sales goals? And she said, well, I want to make $10,000 a year from the Vital Woman Expo. I'll put Vital W. And that's one project. And she said, I also have my Vital Woman, and this is a program we built with Deb in the Freedom Academy program, and I want to make 100K with that a year. And I said, okay, Deb, so I need something that we can make 30K with. I'm not going to make it red. I like to make it green because green is the colour of money. And so what we do at retreat is we need to work out how many Vital Women's do you need to sell to reach 30K. So I'm just going to bring up Deb's notes. And we decided the program is 1,490. And if we can sell 10 for her June and 10 in September, we'll have close to a 30K target there. So your first step for your 30K content plan is firstly, well, what is the goal? What are your overall sales goals for this year? That is the first question I want you to ask yourself. Then secondly, what is a 30K target that we can aim for in the next 3 to 6 months? So with everyone at retreat, we're going, all right, let's hone it in. Let me move my head out the way so you can see what I've written up there. For the next 3 to 6 months. Now, here's the strategy that we do. So I'll come back to these different types of videos, but basically at retreat, what we do with everyone is we build what's called a bot funnel, and it's based around a competition. And we want to create an epic prize pack. Now the prize pack for Deb will have our 1 times place at the Vital Woman. And so it's worth $14.90. So she needs to be prepared to give something away. You'll need to be prepared to give something away for this to work. Plus, I said to Deb, what else can you bundle up in there that maybe you can get from suppliers and providers that's not going to cost you a lot of money, but can we build that up into a $3,000 Vital Woman prize pack? Now, hot tip, if you are in our community and you want the chance to win heaps of amazing prizes, follow us on the journey during May at Content Retreat, because there are 9 epic competitions that are going to be launched in that week. Now, here's how it works. You'll build up your epic prize pack. You don't want the prize pack to cost you a lot of money, and you want it to be more based on a a place in a program that's going to happen anyway. So it's not a whole heap of one-on-one work, and some extra free goodies that can be bundled into that more people wouldn't get normally, that maybe can come from partners or sponsors or other people that they could contribute, so that you can kind of build this epic pack. And so what we'll do at Retreat is we will create the prize pack. We will make a graphic in Canva that makes it look all pretty and wonderful. We'll create some compelling copy, which is the words around the prize pack and why it's a great time to enter and win, and what the benefits of winning are. We'll set the parameters, and so we say 2 to 4 weeks is a good time to run your comp open. And then what happens is during the competition thing, when women opt in, or when your target audience opt into the prize, you will then have their contact details, and I'm building a very tailored list of people who I know are interested in what it is that I have to sell. Then what you do is you create a special offer where that's her reduced price. So I think the program price is $19.90, and then she's going to be able to be giving a $500 discount, so that the women who don't win the prize pack worth $3,000, they'll be given an opportunity to join the program at a discounted rate anyway. And this works really, really well, because what happens is you'll get maybe 300 to 500 leads in a week. They're all highly qualified leads, or if you've got a big community, in a week, but certainly over a month, you should be able to get 300 to 500 leads. And then we design a touch point in that competition where they can have a free 30-minute session with you. And then during that 30-minute session, you want to have a conversation, qualify them, and offer them a voucher to buy your thing anyway. And it's a really fantastic way to make direct connections with people who are interested in what you have to offer. So I recommend, if you are kind of like, all right, I need to make a sweet $30,000 in the next 3 to 6 months, think about what could you bundle up and put into a prize pack. How could you run that competition? We have a whole system where we do it through a bot. We build the funnel. There's a messenger bot that does engagement, and it's really cool. But you could do it through videos. You could do it through email. You could do it in a Facebook group. There's lots of different ways you can get around this if you don't have the tech. And then you want to be able to make sure that there's a Calendly link where they can book a free chat with you. And that's where you can qualify them and offer them a gift voucher to buy the thing anyway. We have done this many times in our business, and it's always led to direct sales, because what it does is it brings people out of the woodwork who are interested in what you have, and it gets them directly on your list. And this can work with all sorts of things. So we've got coming to the retreat this year, Deb the naturopath. We've got a clear strategy there. We've got Sandra Sen, founder of Business Mums Hub. We've created a strategy where it'll be a year in the village and an epic prize pack that she's giving away. We've even got Hayley, the crazy macaron lady who runs a bakery, for goodness sake. But she wants to launch an online course around how to make her special secret macarons. And so we've created an epic prize pack there. Regardless of your business, this strategy can work. The secret is building up that epic prize pack and creating a really specific competition. Once you've done that, you'll get your leads. And so at Retreat, for example, we count leads every day. We run what's called the Hungry Bots competition. And people can get 100 to 200 leads a day if they're sharing this properly. Some people might even put an ad on it. And basically, once you've got all those leads, you'll get direct sales, but then you also want to put them on an email nurture sequence and start building a relationship with them and inviting them into your funnel. So it's a very easy and successful and effective strategy. What I also want to share with you is something that we also do at retreat that might be good for you to consider in terms of content to kind of bulk out your funnel. There's 3 videos that we make, and there's 3 videos that I recommend that everyone have. The first is a 30-second video to your opt-in or your free thing. So our opt-in, I call it your lollipop because it's your hit of sugar. Oops, I'm going all over the place here. There we go. Is our freedom calculator. And so we could make, and we don't even have this yet, but we will get it at retreat, a 30-second video that could run as an ad on Instagram or Facebook, or we can just share it on all our socials and it drives traffic to our landing page where people can put their email in and they can get their free thing. This free thing can also be given away as part of your competition. Let's say they enter, they put in their details, and then you can say, by the way, would you also like to get a free copy of this? And you want to make sure that it's linked to everything that you do. And this is the key thing. You want to have a really clear strategy where we bring all of your ideas towards your one high value offer. So Deb's one high value offer is obviously this, her Vital Woman program. Her competition's going to be promoting the Vital Woman program. We're going to get, 500 women enter the prize. They'll be interested in it. Out of those 500, we just need to find 10 for June and 10 to September that would be interested. Deb's got a free survey that will include that warms people up. Once they've entered the competition, while they're waiting to find out if they're winning, they will get given a video about her free thing, and then they'll be invited to download that, and it'll be valuable and it'll start creating that relationship there. So that's one video that I recommend you have. The second video is a video on your HVO, which stands for your high value offer. Now, I should have said right at the start, none of this works if you don't have one of these. So if you've got like a $5 thing or a $20 thing or even a $200 thing, I don't love your business model yet. What I recommend you do is you bundle things up, and I want you to have at least a $1,500 to, $15,000 offer. But a high value offer really should be $1,500, and ultimately we want to get it eventually to $2,000. And the reason that is because I think the best businesses are businesses where you can make $100,000 a year with 50 clients or less. And the only way to do that is to have an offer that's worth at least $2,000. So once you've got a high value offer, you want to create a 60-second video that talks about the why behind your offer. Who's it for, what it does, why you created it, and why your target audience actually need it. I would also recommend that in that video you include your unique selling proposition, which is essentially the thing that you do that's different to everybody else. So if you can imagine, we've got Deb, we've got her Vital Woman her Vital Woman program. We've got the competition launched. No videos required to do that, but now we're getting leads to keep people warmed up. Maybe a week after they've entered the competition, they'll get a video inviting them to take the free health survey to find out if they're a E-type woman or a Vital Woman. That warms them up. That gets them to know Deb and think more about getting excited to win the program. Then maybe a few days later, they'll get another video where they'll actually learn about the Vital Woman program itself. And so you can imagine being in this funnel and thinking, wow, this is so cool. This is everything I need. Obviously, all the things need to be designed to speak to your target audience. And that's really the mastery part. And that's where a lot of people fall down. But I want you to make sure that as you do this strategy, set your goals, launch your campaign, and make sure all messages link directly back to what your client's end goal is. You've got your free thing, you've got your high value offer, and then the final video is the story. And this is about you and why you started, why you do what you do. And this really video should position you as the go-to expert and once again promote your unique selling proposition. So for example, with Deb, we're really talking about how the Vital Woman program is not just another health program, but it's a movement towards women really taking care of their health and well-being by looking at all those vital signs of energy, nutrition, movement, and all the things that Deb does, but in her own unique way. And there's Deb's story behind it of her own lived experience of getting a chronic illness and learning that the secret to success was healing herself naturally and then going on to become a naturopath. So in your 90-second video, it's about your story and why they should trust you as the go-to expert. But let's not worry about the videos for a moment, because I know that a lot of people go, oh my God, I can't be making videos. It's way too scary. So I'm going to put an amber light on all of that and say, if you're not coming to retreat where we take all the pressure away from you to do that, please don't use your inability to make videos as a reason why you can't implement the 30K content plan. What you do instead is you go back up here and you go, right, what are my overall sales goals? Step number 1. And I promise you, if you just work out your sales goals, you will be streaks ahead of everybody else. Then what I want you to do is go, right, based on that, what is a 30K formula that I can achieve in the next 3 to 6 months? Okay, so step 1, what are my sales goals? Step 2, how could I create a 30K target and achieve that in the next 3 to 6 months? Once you have that, then we go down here and we go, right, what is an epic competition that you could launch and give yourself a good 2 to 4 weeks so you can get lots of entrants and lots of excitement around it. You might even partner with someone who has a complementary product and aim to get at least 500 entries over 4 weeks. So maybe that's 120 per week or 130 per week. 130 times 5, let me just do the 4, 130 times 4, I should know it, but I can't. 520 leads, right? This is a good target for you to be working towards. Now, once we've got all the entrants, we want to invite them. This is the simplest version. Don't worry about the free thing and the high value offer video and the video, your story video. We want to invite them to a 30-minute call. Now, hot tip, do not make that call a sales call. It should not be a 30-minute, I'm going to pitch you something and sell you something. It should be 30 minutes, and it doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It could literally be 15 or 20 minutes, but it should be a coaching or a consulting experience where you add massive value and solve step 1 of the problem. Now, for most people, step 1 of the problem is I don't have awareness of what the actual real problem is. Oh, I just disappeared and went really tiny. Here we go. I can grow myself. There we go. So you have that 30 minutes, and then at the end, for people that opt in, by the way, if you've got 520, you might literally only get probably how many would go of that 520? You'd be lucky to get 40 say yes. And then if you can convert 20 of those, that's a 50% conversion rate into a sale of a $1,500 thing, boom, you now have a $30,000 content plan. What I recommend is throughout the week, during your 4 weeks of your competition, you create content that links to and creates hype and buzz and excitement about your competition. What I will say as well there is a lot of people get very timid around their social media and say, oh, I don't want to bug people, or I don't want to be hounding it. You're not bugging people, you're giving people the opportunity to win something, and you can educate them about what your program does. You can educate them about some of the problems your program solves, and then you can have a soft call to action at the bottom of all of your content that's really designed in that month to be focused on that program or the things that program resolves. A soft call to action to say, by the way, if you'd love to get help with this, or if you'd love to win this, have you entered our competition yet? So it's a very easy, fun, exciting way to do it. We've found that these sorts of competitions are incredibly successful. Every time we've done them, they've brought us more than $30,000 worth of sales back into the business, and they don't cost a lot of money. If you want to ramp it up and you know how to run Facebook ads, once you've got your competition post done, you can run ads to it. However, let me say with a warning, there are certain things you do need to have checked off so that you don't get banned and locked, because there are certain criteria and rules around running competitions or giveaways on Facebook. So that's a whole nother topic to go into the nitty gritty. I recommend actually working with a ads manager expert, and they can guide you through that process. But otherwise, I actually prefer not running ads these days because I think it's much nicer when you can get leads for free. And we're doing really well in that space at the moment, doing really, really well. So hopefully that's helped. Angela's saying, oops, sorry, I'm late. No probs, Ange. You can always catch the replay to this or any of the other Top Tip Tuesdays I do on our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer them. Reach out to me directly. And if you are interested in coming away on a retreat where we do all of this with you and for you, a lot of it's done for you, a lot of it's done with you. One spot left at May retreat, which I've got 3 people sniffing around. Someone just needs to pull the trigger and jump in. And then we've got 4 spots left for the September retreat. Now, heads up, next year we'll only be running one content creation retreat, and it will be at the full price of $9,990 with a guarantee of bringing you a 30K return on your investment in 3 to 6 months. This year, the price is much less than that, and you can reach out to me if you're interested. Anne is saying, I thought my comments were on here, but not sure. Great content, Jodes. Thank you, Anne. I saw this one from you that says, hi, Jodes, but I didn't see any other comments. So, Anne, if you did have any other comments or questions for me, let me know. But, yeah. Happy holidays, everyone. Can you believe it's school holidays as of this Friday, I think. I'm going to the hairdressers this Friday. For those of you that are in the Freedom Academy, we have our full day Plan and Prosper end of term 90-day planning session where we've got some great guest speakers and gurus coming in to help you out. And for anyone else that's part of our community and coming along to just learn, thank you for tuning in to Top Tip Tuesday. If you've got topics you would love me to discuss, put them in the comments below and I will start saving them up. And here's to you making 30K in the next 3 to 6 months. Get laser focused on it, crunch your numbers, set the target. If I sell this many of this thing, I can make this much. That is the biggest thing you can do right there. Launch your competition, catch the leads, convert them by adding massive value to your life, their life and your life. It's really that simple. All right, that's it for me, folks. Have a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.